welcome to another Blueprints playthrough, part 32. Figured I'd get a little bit of time in the night. Why not? Tomorrow's hopefully going to be a busy day doing stuff around the house, so figured I'd get a stream in the night for a little bit. Right now I'm just trying to grind on money and try to get as much in chapel as we can, to where I feel like if I got treasure trove and chapel and showroom came up and I had my allowance, I think that would be a good play. One more day of the blessing, and we're going to use it. All right, what do you got? What do you got? Can't tell. What do you got? You got anything? You got a shovel? You got a something? Anything? I'm actually going to break my rule and I'm going to go in here first. Fine. All right. Got our room set up. Figured if I do 2 or 3 more days filling up chapel with a decent amount of bank, I think that would be good enough to break it. And especially if I get treasure trove. But I'm not going to break it unless I'm going to do tomb. And the reason I'm going to do tomb is because I want to find the statue. Wait. You are holding. Of the king. Because I want to see if I could get cloister, or whatever that room is, that has the statue in the center, if putting that down matters at all. I have no clue if it does, but we're going to find out. Okay. Fine. Sure, why not? Why not another courtyard? Can't hurt, right? No shovel, no nothing. No shovel, no nothing. How disappointing. Okay, so we got this way to go. Let's do pool hall. Let's do weird math. Yeah, I never looked at the pool table just to see if these... What is that? What is that? I guess maybe it's supposed to be the 8-ball, but it's rendered really weird. Yeah, it's got kind of like a rendering bug. I don't know if any of these numbers or anything here have any meaning whatsoever. 18. 20 plus 10 is 30. Minus 10 is 20. Okay, that didn't... Oh, I think I messed that up. Okay. 18, 20. Yeah, we have to double that. Okay. So it's 18... No, I'm sorry, we don't double it. Well, yes, but which one goes first? 18 times 18. I can't even do that in my head. That's 324. 423 divided by 9. That's 47. That doesn't work. Well, this is an interesting one. If you have to do 18 and you're doubling it, unless it's saying it's 18, flip it, that's 81 divided by 9 is 9, doubled is 18. No, 9 times 2 is 18. Wait. 20 plus 10 is 30 minus 10 is 20. So 18, 20. Neither one reversed and then... $81. Oh. I'm doing the wrong thing. 18. No. Doubling doesn't mean squaring. I'm being stupid. So I'm doing it wrong. 1820. Now this. If we do 18, it's 36. 7. Okay. There we go. Key card. Yippee! Card always means the run is not dead. Office would be nice because we could spread money around. Although not having a key kind of sucks, but we have a key card and we can do Okay, so maybe that means you'd want to get, because I was thinking also if we get the king power, we could pledge allegiance to a color, and then that would also influence which kind of rooms we're going to get. Which might be nice, but then we're going to have to play chess again, and we're going to have to try to get like the office, which we already got, but... Still kicking myself that I didn't use that upgrade disc. That sucks. gonna get the shovel. Okay. Reading Nook doesn't kill it. Chapel just gives money, which may not be bad. Okay. What do we get this way? Come on, shovel. My God. We're not getting anything. No shovel, man. What the hell? Well, kitchen is something, I guess. What does Chef Sal do? Green room. Sure. That probably is a decent amount. All right, that's good. We'll do den. Oh, I should have done garage. Oh, at least I got one key. Let's do armory. Let's see what we get. Crap. That's what we get is crap. I'm not gonna buy any of this. I want the axe, damn it. Spare bedroom, sure. There's a gem there. No interest. So we still have got spare bedroom. We still have courtyard. Sure, let's do observatory. There we go. That's the floral thing we want. Special flowers that have gems in them. Okay, let's go back up to here. Grab that gem. Let's do hallway. Gotta do courtyard again. It's a moral imperative. Great, we have the flowers. No shovel. Are you kidding me? What the hell? We really haven't done any of those rooms, so we'd get nothing. Other than if it considers this one to have a door, but we're gonna do passageway. Is there any way to... I heard you can move foundation, but I don't know how. Let's do that, because I want to get another key. Before we go that way, let's go this way. Come on, courtyard. You gotta give me a shovel. Are you serious? You cannot be serious, John McEnroe. We have exactly 2 hallways. Nope, we do not. Sure, let's just do library. Ooh, attic. Fucking hell yeah. Come on. We need the odds. We so need the odds. I need a shovel. Not up. Please, please give me a shovel. Or the I think the lock picks too. One or the other. Please. I'm begging you, game. No, I don't. I'm going to be fighting tooth and nail to get a shovel or a lockpick. Please, game. You got to do it. You got to, man. You got to give me a shovel. Just give me a shovel. That's all I want. My kingdom for a shovel. I have all the gems in the world. Please, shovel or lockpick. Come on. You gotta be able to do this. Come on. Are you kidding me? You can't give me 2 fucking gems. I know the walk-in closet usually doesn't give anything. I should have taken the attic because I probably would have given me the shovel. But I'm like, well, we got here anyway. Come on, shovel or lockpick. Please, come on. You gotta do it, man. You gotta give me shovel. Yes! Finally, we can do another one off the list. Trash when digging. Yes, we're gonna increase that allowance big time. Okay, so I don't want to go too far from workshop. Got to do the treasure trove. We have to do the treasure trove. That's a lot of money. You know what? I don't know if I'm going to do that right now because that gets rid of a key and that's probably not a good idea. Come on, you got to give me a key sometime. Do I have the... Yes, I do. Good. And we do have the key card. Helps. vault would be nice. In terms of just getting pure money, but I don't know if I can really take advantage of that. We still have hallway and courtyard to do. So I'm going to do this. Okay, so we can go back to treasure. I know I'm not opening that box, but we only have one key. Well, we can have more keys. Unfortunately, though, that would kill the run. Let me just make sure of something. If only I could find it in my notes. Yeah, here it is. So, metal detector and shovel, metal detector and lockpick. Okay. So, even if we do locksmith here, it doesn't help because we won't be able to go anywhere else. So I'm going to do pantry. We would get a lot of steps this way. So let's do that. We'll get steps from that. Which helps with, we don't have an aquarium, but oh well. No keys, which sucks. So the run might be dead, right? Nope. I really don't need the gems. I really don't. Huh, that's kind of surprising. That I didn't get any, I don't, honestly, I don't need any gems. I really, really don't. It's almost useless. Fine, we'll just go in here. Yep, there was no reason. Wasted 2 steps doing this. Whatever, let's see if we can get it. The empty boxes are both true. The empty boxes are both false. This is not an empty box. Okay, well, these two are contradictions, so one of them has to be... Are they? The empty boxes are both true. The empty boxes are both false. This is not an empty box. It doesn't really matter. Feels right. Feels good to be right. Anything showing up in this that I didn't know about? No. Okay, so we can still do boiler room, but again, the big thing will be to do the experiment, so I get that out of the way. And it's locked. Well, now we're truly dead. Okay, so we can go through dining room, pantry, courtyard, foundation. Down the workshop. We're gonna have to circle back to get to chapel. Okay. Man, I really did not do well on keys this time. But at least I got one added for the dirt piles. And I can do these. Okay, well, now I've got a key. Wonderful. There's lots of courtyards I did not. Fine, let's just go back up this way. Sound like we're hurting for coins or steps. You were so cool. Fine. I almost feel like we'd be going back and forth too much if I keep this up, so I don't really want to do that. Alright, pantry. Courtyard. Keep the eyes on the prize. Foundation drawing. When I do this too, it's going to metal detector and shovel. I don't know what it's going to do to the shovel, but we're going to only one way to find out. This way, passageway, and then around. Okay, these we have not dug up. This isn't trash though. Oh look, 2 more keys. Nice. More allowance. Yeah, we have to go through passageway. Reading nook. I really don't care what this does to the shovel per se, because I really just want to do it to see what it does. Okay, so this is metal detector and shovel. What is this? A detector shovel. Of course. Greater chance of finding coins in that. Much greater chance of finding them while digging. Interesting. Okay. Well, so we did that. Now we got one left. We got to get lockpick and metal detector. Can you come here and... No, you can't undo what you did. That's fair. Is there something that we can do with this? Sledgehammer. Yeah, we just need the super hammer. Which we would have if we had the battery pack, but that's okay. Alright, so we need to make our way around courtyard, hallway, spare bedroom. another key. And another one. Oh my god. Gee, talk about not having keys for so long, and then suddenly... we have lots of keys. And I really don't want to go all the way back up there. Because I would much rather put money in chapel. We could put some money in chapel, and then we could also go down to kitchen and get a little bit more food. We could do some in chapel, and then we can go up through foundation and rumpus room with the keys. Nice. More allowance. Nice. I like it. Okay. We never got cloister. That kind of sucks. Well, we could still get it if we go back up. We got enough steps, so let's kind of go down to 30. Get steps, go down, and then up. That's good enough. Wait, where did my money go? What the heck? I had like 100 odd coins. Okay, it must have just been a graphical glitch. Because I was like, what the hell? Wait. Is it something in the next room? It's gotta be something in the next room. Yeah, it's something in the next room. Okay, so let's do the courtyard here. Oh, yeah, the money. Oh, great, I get that at this point. So yeah, we're definitely going to want to go up. I'm getting some graphical glitching. We could get another metal detector. No, I can't. You get another gem, which we do not need at all. We never came here, did we? We never... Oh my god, we never came and got my keys. I'm an idiot. Alright. Well... Let's see what we can do up above. And here we get jerky. Uh-oh. Unfortunately, you tripped and now must fall it a day. You push yourself off the very edge of exhaustion and appear to have fainted. The next morning, you are awake in your tent with only a blurry, lingering memory of a dream you're having. A dream in which you were... What the hell? What? That is a new one. I guess we're not gonna do that up area. That was bizarre. Fall it a day? What kind of crap was that? That is bizarre. I've never... Alright, let's see if we get blessing this time. I wonder if it has... I should have looked at that. I could look at that back in the stream, but look at it more closely to see if that gives me any hints as to what might be in the map or the area. I wonder if it's got something that says if you're falling and it detects that you hit a bug in the game, it actually breaks out and gives you that, and so you can just keep going. Alright, we're going to do Shrine. And the last time we did 22, I believe. So we're going to do 23, and we're going to see if after 20 there really is there's nothing after that. If it's going to constantly just give me Gardener. So we did 22 last time. Let's do 23. Oh, well, okay. Blessing of the Tinkerer. We dropped a mechanical room, trigger your current experiment. I can't spell. Trigger your current experiment. All right, kind of a interesting one, I guess. I gotta look at that tonight. I gotta go look at the stream again and see what... Because I was getting that kind of mechanical... I was getting that glitching effect. Which I sometimes get in the game. I never got it to where it just completely bugged out like that. That was weird. Okay. This better do something. Sure. Can do that. What do I currently have laboratory as? How about rare? Oh, are you kidding me? Commonplace. Well, maybe standard. Okay. So that's rare now. No, get back in there. Standard. Man, I'm almost thinking commonplace. Why not? Yeah, that's fine. You can't have everything be one or the other, so. Well, now I get the attic, but not right now. Lucky rabbit's foot. Dining room. You can do the armory. And the cloister. Now I get it. But not when Tomb's there. Oh, I don't have the gems for it. Yeah, let's do attic. I mean, 8 things. That's just ridiculous. Ooh, a battery pack. We need the what we really need is keys and lockpicks and the metal detector, I think. No, we want to go into armory. Hey! Cool, we get that off. No, that doesn't work there. Man, it's fighting me. And I don't get the gems as much because I don't get courtyard anymore. Man, not getting that kind of sucks. I don't want my package delivered yet, though. I know there's letters in there, but this run isn't going well, so I don't want to waste it. Gallery? Sure. Again with the cloister. Let's do passageway. We would get a major and minor key, but we don't have any gems. We can still go up through passageway. And this would give us a chance to get some gems. Come on, Lucky Rabbit's Foot. You're not helping very much. Oh, we get keys now. Yippee. Alright, only one box next to this box is false, and it contains gems. That could be this. Only one box next to this box is false, and it contains gems. Only one box next to this box is false, and it contains gems. So this could be saying this is true, because then both these are saying that this is saying it's false, which is wrong. So let's do pool hall. Ten minus 4 is 6, times 3 is 18. 21 minus 20 is 1. Times 15 is 15. Divided by 3 is 3. Okay, can't complain. We can, but we're not going to. Oh, say, all I got left is that passageway, which at least we have keys, unless it's a security, which it isn't. Good. Wait. Would you get the, you get the allowance? Let's try it. Oh, well, okay. It's gotta be on 8. Okay, fine. I do not want to lose half my steps. We could do laboratory, which would get us... Oh, if our experiment would have been going, it would have triggered it, but... Sure. We could log in and get security turned down. I wonder how this guy designed this game. It's just... like how elaborate it is. Okay. Well, a secret passageway. Oh, that just screwed us out of gems. can't do kitchen. Fine. Whatever. Oh, nice. Now I want the thing again. The not the drafting room, the thing, the stuff. Which I doubt I'm going to get in this one. Drafting room would be blue. And I don't think... Whatever. We'll just go with it. Okay, which one have I read? That was the last one I read. Okay, so what about this one? Dear Simon, as I've been running out of ideas on my own, yesterday I asked Kirk Darren if he had any additional security advice I could pass on. And my surprise, he gave me an envelope and directed me to include it in my next correspondence to you. I didn't ask him what it contained, so I'll be very curious to hear from you after all this is over and find out whether or not it was any use. Well, that's handwritten. There is a safe on rank 10. I will be taking screenshots of that. Can't think of any reason you need access to server administration controls before I return. But your father had mentioned your interest in computers, so I have a feeling maybe a bit more hands-on than your great uncle. You'll find the admin terminal in Blackbridge Grotto, a small cavern sealed, much like the story of the East Drive. I believe I previously explained how to restore power to the grotto in one of my earlier letters. You mind this accessing the terminal requires an admin key. Unfortunately, I won't be able to set one up for you until I return. But your admin key will eventually be Jones. Or if you prefer, we could use a pseudonym. I'm sure we'll discuss in greater detail when I return. Well, I thought it was going to be something else. Because I had written, and I don't know where I got this hint from. Ruta. I thought it was going to be Ruta. Just put this here. Jones. Interesting. Okay. If you do end up accessing the admin controls in Blackbridge Grotto, I'm sure you notice the sealed circular door to the left of the terminal. As you likely have all concluded for yourself, this door can only be opened if 3 different microchips are inserted in the central pedestal. Normally, all 3 microchips are kept secured in 3 other locations, but I decided to make it easy for you, and I left one of the microchips in the grotto for you. However, you will have to find a new clue or 2 to find the others. Okay. Now this is true because they don't appear in any of the fixed combinations of safes on the estate because they're all dates. Well, in any of the fixed combinations of safes on the dates. That's also a lie. This isn't, though. D8. That was the Queen one. Date. Yeah. There's a safe on rank 10. Well, that's cute. Alright, I think we're going to be making a visit to the grotto. Okay, let's do this. Rotunda. Wait, let's just do the archive. Oh, wonderful. What rank? Oh, we could do that, yeah. Oh, because it's this. Alright, I'll take that. I will take that. Let's turn off gymnasium if we get it. And let's turn on garage in case we get it. Okay, we could go this way. I'll take a lockpick. Cool, because I didn't waste a lock. Nice. Okay, so we could do gems. Not really getting a lot of that. So we don't have a shovel. Out of all the things we don't have. He has a shovel. At least we got more gems. For all that's good. Okay, so we couldn't go that way. Let's just go up to Secret Passage. And see what happens. Do we have the key card? No, we don't have the key card. Be nice to get to row 8. This will get us to row 7. We could do that. We could do a red room. We could do a green room. We could do an orange room. Let's just do an orange. Let's see what happens. Let's go to room 8. Come on, be locked. What are you... Oh, there. I grabbed you. Of course you're not locked. Let's do Rotunda. Okay, so we got dining room, which would be on our way back out. Because we definitely... Okay, so we can't... Yeah, you don't have that. Commissary... Sure, we're not really doing a lot with money. I really want to get to the grotto this time. That's my... And of course you don't have... I could have done the set of gems. That would have been smarter, but that's okay. Okay, so we can't go that way. Let's flip this around. Wait, what? Oh, we are on that. Okay. So this only works on 8. Okay, and I wrote this down because I did not want to keep trying to figure this out. Okay, it's monkey, lion. Monkey. Lion. Swan, elephant. I find this kind of weird that they make you do this to get whatever you can get here after you've done it once, unless there's more than one way to solve it, which I don't think there is. Penguin and bear. Rabbit and dog. Well, at least we bump our allowance again. That's nice. We take those. No, that ain't gonna work. Sure. Oh, fuck you. All right, now we're definitely heading out. Now we gotta boogie. We gotta get out of here. Get our food. I know I could do some more in weight room, but I'm like, no, I want to get outside. Even though I have the shoes, it doesn't matter. I want to see what happens with that admin thing. Okay, now what? We got to go to archives. Passageway? Yep. And then take a left. The hallway vestibule. Really don't care about spending money. Nope, we don't have a showroom. Okay, so now where do we want to go? Yes, down and out. Okay. We could put money in chapel, but I really do not want to waste the steps. Did we even get chapel? No, we didn't. Okay, so that doesn't even matter. All right. Let's check this out. All right, so now it said it would eventually be that. Now it doesn't mean that it actually got to be that. So Jones. Yeah, see, that doesn't work. Well, that sucks. That was a bunch of crap. Oh, we're about to glitch out of the world again. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Because we can't really do anything else. As much as I'd love to combine, which getting up to weight room would have been nice. I could have seen if I could have combined lockpick and metal detector. But I don't know if I'm going to have enough Well, yeah, we will. Let's do it. Even though the game's going to get glitchy on me, I don't know why. Man, and I had the right setting. All right, so we want to go up this way. Because the only thing I could get is workshop up there. If I get workshop, then it's worth it. Because then I could do the final one, but I'm doubting that's what I'm going to get. All right, so we want to go across. And the passageway up to archives, but then we got to do right here. And now up to Rotunda. Yeah, definitely enough steps. That's okay. Stupid fucking room. Oh, I could have made it. I just didn't think. Okay, office. Now, what can we do here? Furnace? Are you kidding me? Okay, so that laid back to foundation. Okay. Let's do courtyard. Nice. And we don't have a key card, so we can't do that. But let's go back up through office because the run ain't dead yet. Oh, now I get key card. Jesus. Oh, it's so fun. It's such a fun game. Okay, so what can we get up here? Really not much of anything. There's no point in opening up that door because we couldn't get downstairs anyway. Oh. Well, it's something. Look at all that money. Look at all that money. How many times have we done this? 18, 90. We're almost getting up to 100 with this. All right, I'll do that in a second. Let's do this. A rumpus room, which does nothing to help us. A nursery doesn't really do anything to help us. Let's do an archive. Let's just see what happens. Oh, we get bedroom. Yippee. Get a couple of extra steps. Wow, this game is really starting to glitch out. Fire white. Nice. And green. It never rains in Arch Aries. Maybe. Okay, is there anything else we can do? Conference room. My goodness, this is getting awful. And then room 8, rotunda. So we want to get the conference room because I think that had a key. So did courtyard, but oh, but look at that. Hum num num. It's because we did the secret garden. Nice. Well, we can go back down to courtyard and do one more room. We could have gone through foundation 2 to do it. Dark room gives us 2, but we can't see where we're going. Draw. Pantry does nothing. Let's re-roll. Exactly 2 hallways, which I do not. Bonk. I think that doesn't raise the allowance anymore. Well, we got the queen and the king. Because we have the office. Actually, if I knew all of them, we might have a chance to change it to not have the armory, but to have king. I think I'm going to keep it the way it is, though. Dan gives us a gem, which really isn't much of anything. I don't need keys. I really don't need keys. Okay. We want to go down through corridor, secret passageway, but we don't. We want to turn it. Because we need to go through room 8. Weight room and aquarium to courtyard. Right? One more turn. Holy shit. How did I get so much money? Probably because I went to Treasure Trove. Yeesh, this is getting bad. I want to do this just because I haven't done it. Oh, a Marge eye box and writing. So we could put that on our chessboard. That this gives, what is this called again? Solarium. Okay, so let's read before we have to struggle with a more Jai box. Mr. Nogula and wanted me to remind you once again that it is expected of you to keep the grass in the cloister cut and the trees trimmed. I have a feeling you may have forgotten how to open the cloister wall again. So to save you some stern words, I decided to draw you a little diagram to help you out. Who knows, maybe this time it will stick. Sympathetically, they don't like this guy. While face to face with the angel, press the base of the two pillars on either side of you. Well... Okay, well, at least we learned that. Okay, what do we need? We need green. Yeah, that doesn't help. Oh, that's right, it switches it. Or no, it doesn't. Oh, it switches it across. Okay. Okay, so what we want... Why did it do that, though? No. There. Whatever. I don't quite understand these confounding rules, but... we get an allowance raise, so I will take that. And now we know how to do cloister. Okay, so resume. What I might do here is we can't do anything else. We couldn't bank money anyway because we don't have... what is Blessing of the Tinkerer doing again? I think every time you get... It does your experiment every time you get a mechanical room. Yeah, okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stop the game, but I'm going to start it up again because it's being really weird. So we're going to call it. And while it's doing that, I'm going to exit the game. And if it doesn't help, then I'm just going to stop streaming and call it a day. Reboot my computer, because you know that always helps. Quit game. Let me make sure. We are set to balanced. Huh. Yeah, we should be doing okay. All right. I don't know. Let's reboot it up again and see what happens. Wrong screen. Wrong screen. All right, let's see how the performance works now. $103. What's our allowance like now? 70 something? 74. Nice. Sure. It's kind of disappointing that you don't get as much God, what am I trying to say here? Never mind. I don't even know what I was trying to say. My brain no worky. I think this is definitely gonna be the last day, and then I'm gonna call it. Oh, this game is fun. Yeah, I will admit this game is very fun. Okay, so the tomb really had nothing to do with lowering cloister. I don't want any of those really, to be honest. I can see where this is like that card game, and where you like have to set things up to get certain powers and try to do certain things while you're going through it. Kind of makes sense. All right, so we're now, if we look at treasure trove, we've done it 18 times. So we now have an allowance. Actually, that's something I was going to write down. Money. So allowance is currently at 74. Treasure trove is going to be 95 when we do it. On the vault gives us 40. Now chapel, we really don't know. But I'm going to say at this point, it's got to be at least 60. I'm just going to say approximately 60. So right now we've got 100, almost 200, 274. So if we get the treasure trove and the vault and the chapel and store and a showroom, it'd be really close. And chapel is a low ball. That I think that's an underestimate at this point. I think we have more than that. Bedroom closet sucks. Let's do this. It's nice to buy some stuff. There. I think that's decent. Down for... Yes, I do. Sure, let's do chapel. There's another one. Now this is nice. I can dump all my money into this right now. I hardly buy anything at this point other than like food and stuff. This would let me dump all of my money, or at least 40 more, without losing any. Because you just keep going back and forth, so it's plus minus, and you will stay at whatever you're at. Which is really nice if you think about it. So we're gonna do another 40. No, chapel is at least 100. And that pretty much nails it. We could... I mean, we're over halfway there with just allowance and chapel. And again, chapel is a low ball. Doesn't seem like there's anything there, so let's... give it more money, why not? Library still has something. Let's do pool hall. All right. -1 times 10 is -10. 1, 1. 4. So we don't do that. -20 squared is 400. Divided by 20 is 20. Okay. Let's actually go through and do library. Let's go that way. Right. Is there anything we can learn up in those books? Sorry, people get dizzy. Longest day, 2.5 hours. Jeez. Classroom? Really? My favorite? Are you sure? Yeah, I've made all the contraptions except one. I don't know what those are. Maybe one day. We still have a spare bedroom, so, you know, could do that. Parlor. You open this box and find it empty. A true box contains the gems. This box and the white box are both false. Well, if this box and the white box are both false, that's a contradiction, because it's one of those things of if it was true, then you're saying this box would be true. But if you're saying it's false, then only one of them are false. They both can't be false. Well, but because that would make it true. So this has to be false, and that this is also false. So a false box contains the gems. I don't know, honestly. All right, I'll take it. As they say, we take those. Sure, we could set up an experiment. Why not? Anything else in here? Nope. Okay. Remember the first time I saw it, and I saw all those cameras, and I'm like, oh, it's looking everywhere. Kind of disappointed, because it said that key, that admin key, was going to be my name with the capital letter, but it didn't work. So a little disappointing. Immediately. Seeing as I don't have a shovel. Yep. Well, the garage doesn't kill it and gives us more keys. Sure. I mean, I did root cellar, and I'm really hoping to get a shovel, but so far we're just shoveling crap. All right. will just lead back to that. Oh my god, really? Fine. Evil star. Corridor doesn't help. Bedroom closet doesn't really help. Because it never gives good stuff. Never gives, like... Well, I guess we go all the way around. And see if that room will save the run. Up pantry, hallway, pool hall. Oh, so we put another one in. So now we're at approximately at least 101. Oh, is it beeping because there's something in here and I can't get to it? Thanks. Alright, what are you going to give me? A whole bunch of nothing. Well, we can dump the rest of our money in chapel and call it a day. Because I don't think we're really going to be able to do anything else. Let's just do armory. Let's see what happens. Yeah, nothing. Whole bunch of nothing. Alright, so we'll put 8 more in. Okay, so that was 109 we think are in chapel, at least. It's probably more. Yeah, I'll do one more day. I'll do one more day. Kind of disappointed that the admin key thing didn't work. I know it said it would eventually become the admin key. But what does eventually mean? I think at some point I'm also going to have to take the king power, because that one, you choose a color and it can influence your room selection, which I think would be kind of nice in certain scenarios. Did you give me anything? No, of course not, because you suck. How long do we have this? 2 more tinkers. Okay. Let's do shelter. I like the security. And we can do an experiment. these all suck. I guess the dice to 2 would be nice. Let's do that one. We haven't done any bedrooms yet, but once we do 2, we'll get 2 dice, which I guess is something. So if we get the showroom trophy and the 8, we'll have 7 then. Another thing that we have 7, right? Because we'll do all the contraptions. We'll do all the showroom. And then the classroom, I think, would be the one to try next, because that would get us the 8, and then we could buy the blue tent thing or whatever that is. Because you need at least 8 trophies to do that. Alright, so all these lead somewhere. Key. Observatory. I'm so used to when I had the gardener getting gems like left, right, and center. Nice. 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 Alright. Green rooms will also give gems now. That's nice too. Sure, let's see what we can... Oh, now we can get a shovel. All right. That's good. Ooh, an attic. Attics are nice. We still have some places to go. Although the bedroom, no, we're doing the attic. Okay, not great, but... Okay, so we can dig. That's right, bedrooms, bedrooms, bedrooms. Sure, let's do the music room. That does prevent Den from going anywhere. Let's go down here. Grab our gem. An office. Oh, damn. Let's do bedroom. Probably a mistake. Set your dice to 2. Whatever. Your keys. Alright, give me chapel, baby. No. Dining room. Reading nook gives us a keyboard. We're going to get 2 in music room. Storeroom would give us 2 more keys and a gem and money and a little money. So let's do that. If you unlock a door with the prism key in a green room, hallway, bedroom, red room, or shop, you will draw 4 plans of that same color. Oh, so it's the room that you're in. Oh. Okay. 36 divided by 3 is 12. Flip 21. Minus 2 is 19. 6 and 8 is 14. 14 times 2 is 28. Flip around is 82. 82 subtract 1 is 81. Times 1 is 81, 18. This is, which one do you do first? Do you double or do you do that? I guess it goes outside. Nice card, so we can do the foundation run. Yeah, let's do Reading Nook. Why not? Chapel? Chapel? Sure. Oh, but we're sheltered. God damn it, I forgot about that. Oh well. No banking for me. Let's turn up security. Experiment successful. Set my dice to 2. Yes, because this is a gear room. No, Okay. Can't go that way. Let's do pantry. Oh, that's not... God damn it. That's not what I meant to do. Whatever. We'll roll with it. Rusty nail. I'll just flip this even though it doesn't matter. I did not want to do that, but can't complain. Now this, wait, we're in the green room. If we would pick the prism key in here, we get more green, which I don't want to do. Sure, let's do the armory. In the vain hope that I'll get an axe. Looks like you only get 3 axes in your life. I don't need the shelter. I don't need a hammer. Probably don't need to light anything on fire. Unless I get freezer. so kitchen. Breakfast room gets us that. Let's do kitchen. Always good to increase the steps. How many red rooms do we have? Just the one. So that would get us 5. Banana is actually cheaper. Maybe we come back here and get more steps. Okay, so we're in a yellow room. Do I really want to get more of those? I don't think so. Well, since you insist. I want to make sure that the... that's still not there. Blue tents. Yeah, we need 8 trophies. And I don't know what this does. A permanent addition to the campsite. But I do not know. What does this do? None of you all suck. Fine, parlor. You're not helping. Okay, now I should start getting more dice. If I draft a bedroom. Oh my god, the statement on this box are statements on this box are either both true or both false. This box is white. Well, that's true. All statements on the blue box are true. The box with no false statements has the gems. Okay, well, that is true. It's just a matter of figuring out which one of these are true. Or they both could be false. But we have to have one. Well, that has no false statements, but it says false statements, plural, as the gems. So if this is true, this has to be false. This is probably wrong, but I got enough gems, it doesn't really matter. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay, okay. Freezer. We'll do it. Did I grab the torch? Yes, I did. But if I froze, what's the point? You can't... Ooh. Whoa. Okay, we get a key. Thaw only in the event of my death. Oh, good, we got a magnifying glass in case we have to read. Simon, I'd wish for you to read this letter upon first arriving at Mount Holly, but I couldn't risk the contents of these pages falling into unsympathetic hands. My personal freezer should provide quite the safe box, as all of the staff have for many years respected my wishes that it remain shut and untampered. My favorite snacks were also stored here. But in addition to these delicious treats, it has also for the last 20 years stored many a cryptic message and ciphered note. This nondescript cooler is, in fact, a dubious frozen postbox of chilled secrets. Actually, let me take some pictures of this while I'm doing it. Have you heard of the children of Blackwater? I have no idea how forthcoming your father has been about the details surrounding your mother's final chapter, or the role he thinks I played in that end. I have always denied involvement to him, to the detectives, to the Crown, and now to you as well. But can I honestly say I had nothing to do with her disappearance? And yes, I speak of disappearance, not death, for I too cling to the hope that our fears are unfounded, and have occasionally from time to time caught fragments of information that bolster this belief. Fragments of information that have cost me plenty, for our country is never short of opportunists and blackmailers. Still, as I am now dead, I don't want this knowledge to be buried with me, even if that means passing the burden of these fragments onto you, even if that information may weigh even heavier on your head than the Crown involved. Wait. Just want to see if the Crown has anything in it. Not really. Can I get the frickin' magnifying glass out of the way? Thank you. Unfortunately, this information is a little too precious to entrust entirely to this freezer, as I'm not too confident that the sanctity of my snacks will extend beyond my life. I've always found it best to use multiple baskets when it comes to incriminating eggs, a lesson that I recently learned again when a member of my staff betrayed my confidence. I placed 8 red envelopes in 8 even more secure locations throughout the estate and left a hidden message for you among the art that hangs in almost every room in the house. Yes, we've already figured that out. This message is the key to unlocking these secrets, but you must be open to your interpretation, as the message itself harbors multiple double meanings and hidden entendres. One final word of guidance. The safe combinations you're seeking will not be found in writing on the estate. So I hope we haven't been wasting too much time jotting down random invoice numbers and dates. Only by deciphering the many meanings of the 44-character message can you hope to unlock its many mysteries. To each their own letters, Herbert. Ooh. Yeah, that's the message. Okay. Are we getting cold? Oh, okay. This time I'm not going to forget. Another admin key. What the... REVAD. The network servers are finally out of cold storage, or at least many as we could fit in the surrounding walls of the grotto off of the East Drive. The last few days have been very busy, but I'm glad I was able to take a short break from gardening to help Randolph install the network. It was, after all, the least he could do, since it was I who suggested the final location. We decided we were going to store the 2 unused servers here in Mount Holly's freezer. They should serve as readily accessible replacements should any of the primary consoles fail. Is that like a pattern? He said 2 servers. Why is there only 1 here? Oh, here's the other one. I wonder if there's a way to shut off the freezer. Well, we've frozen our coins and gems, so we can't dump coins in the chapel anymore, but we have another admin key. As good as that does for anything. Though it does make our money more tomorrow, and we get 11 gems to start, so can't complain about that, I guess. Yes. Because I would like more bedrooms. Please. That was... let's do conference room. Yes, I do have the key card. Nice. Trophy room? Sure, that gets us nothing because we can't increase it. Damn it. Maybe I can sit here and melt. Could you melt my... Whee! Something about the rooms too. Which rooms... I should write down which rooms have globes. Which rooms have spinning globes? Trophy room. Observatory. Not staff. What is that room called? Study. I'm trying to think too. Does office have one? Well, you can see it in study. I don't see it in office, and I don't want to make a guess. I know these 3 do, but I'm going to keep track of that more now that I just... There's got to be a reason why that can spin. I don't know what it is. But there's got to be something to it. Well, bunk room's a bedroom. Why are you not giving me more? Yeah. So the experiment was successful. Oh, it doesn't double. It doesn't add 2. It sets it to 2. Okay. That's fine. I just misinterpreted. I don't know. I just read things wrong. Hey, Heater. Long time no see. Planetarium we really wouldn't get back to. We've done a laboratory. Let's redraw. A wine cellar doesn't matter because we can't. Neither does that. Wow, you really suck. Okay, fine. Code check. Oh, we gotta do the upgrade disc. I gotta do. That's right. I'm not gonna forget this time. Don't let me forget. I forgot last time. I'm kicking my ass because of it. What? None of this is really worth checking in. I guess the key, no, I want the key card because I want to go through Foundation. So, what's the one the experiment is the metal detector and the key lock picks, which neither one I have. I do want to go out. I want to try that admin password. So, I guess car keys. Nothing, or maybe compass. Sure, whatever. Do you remember where you got the upgrade disc you forgot about? No, I don't. It was in the last stream. Just listen for the swearing because I kind of went, grr, oh darn. Okay, we're going to go to office and we're going to immediately upgrade. It's like I had it and I'm like, oh, I can upgrade. And then I completely forgot about, no, don't do that. Fine, just insert. Okay. All right, by the way, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And like if you like it. Okay, what room are we going to get knocked off? These are usually never great rooms. Fine, guest bedroom. What can we do to it? If you have tomb on the estate, you get an additional 4 dice. Geist bedroom. Guest bedroom. Hidden effect of a random bedroom in your draft pool. If you enter antechamber today, add 2 to your allowance. That makes the allowance a little bit more. The rolls are okay. I hate the one I chose for this. What did you choose, by the way? I'm just guessing. What did you, or not guessing, I'm just asking, what did you choose? None of these are entirely. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Geist. Yeah, I'm either that or this. This. This one I'm like, it pushes you to get to the antechamber a little bit more. I took Quest. Geist is regarded as best. It seems though rerolls are very good. Yeah, but then you got to have Tomb. I mean, it's funny because Heater says Geist, ugh. But you're saying you took Quest, but Geist is regarded as best. It seems though rerolls are very good. Ugh. I don't like guest bedroom though. You can use stars for rerolls now anyway. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if I really need it, I'm going to do this one. Okay, so this time we did not forget. We got that. Okay, so we want to make our way up because we have the key card, so we can go up through Foundation and just kind of do things around it. But I also want to go to the grotto because I have like 2 full passwords and a third one I'm not sure of. Okay, so what was this again? Soup for every red room in your house. How many red rooms do we have? We got 1. Let's just do the bananas. Oh, I can't because my money is frozen. My money. And now we're getting the skip effect again. Ugh. I'm gonna reboot my entire computer. Yeah, we got money, which doesn't matter anyway. Okay, so we can go through chapel. I wonder if it means that it's not gonna be able to grab any of the money. Yeah, you are frozen. Yep. Just took me a second. Yeah, you can't take my money. I am sheltered anyway, so. Okay, so through pool hall, music room. Doesn't matter. I can't use it anyway. All right. I don't know why the game is starting to stutter again. I don't know why. Once I'm done streaming tonight, I'm gonna reboot my entire computer. See if that will help in any way. So I got 1 pass. I've always thought I had 1 password, most of it, which I thought was, where did I put it in my notes here? Which was not Ruta, but it was R-U-T-A. Maybe it's the A that's capitalized. But then I just got another one, which is Riva D. So, and then I got Jones, but that was saying that was a letter that was in the mailbox room, and that was saying that will eventually become your password, your admin password, but not right. I'm guessing not right now. I don't know. All right, enter. So let's try Riva D. Well, it's been deactivated. Okay. I'm going to try RUT. Wait. Get back in there. Yeah, that doesn't work. And neither does this Jones. I'm guessing there's something you have to do before your password actually works. Okay, so, yeah, and I don't know what that RUT, and then there's a space. No, stop it. Now, what's interesting is some of these are blinking, and some of these have dot patterns, and I don't know if the dot patterns mean anything. Stuttering, stop it. Is that where they took out the servers that they put in frozen storage? I don't know. Jerk. Ah, God. It's just terrible that it does that. I wonder if the developer of this game is aware, because it's not just me. I looked it up, and other people have this issue too, where it gets jerky like that. And I wonder if they're aware of it. Because it definitely feels like, and I know there's other people that have never seen that before, but I wonder if it's one of those things where, I don't know if the developer just is not entirely aware. At least we can get keys. We can't get money. I could throw a coin in the... No, I can't because I can't do anything with the money. Oh, that's funny. I wanted to do freezer just because somebody gave me a little bit of a tip, Ray, which I think went a little bit too far, but saying you should get the torch and use it in the freezer. And I was like, yeah, but... I can't do gem rooms, can I? Because I can't pull out the gems. Jesus, let's just do mailroom. Yeah, because if I do... yeah, I love this. There's a safe on rank 10. See, it says your enemy key will eventually be Jones. Doesn't mean it is. And then there's a new clue. I also found out that, and I never noticed this before, but one of the letters, some of these letters have actually been helpful. One of them told me that there's a wall in the weight room that if you had the power hammer, you could break it. We could do dining room. At least I'll get some steps in. As much as this is not going to help, but... Oh, I remember the days of starting with nothing. No allowance, nothing. And now I get at least 74 every time I play. If you enter antechamber, which I'm not, so let's just get that out of the way. Yeah, I can't, because even if there's no way for me to get to any of the doors, so it doesn't matter. I can't do locksmith because, yeah, let's just do quest. That's fine. Whatever. Ooh, another gem I can't do anything with. I got 2 rerolls. Yippee! Okay, Great Hall. I don't really have a lot of keys for that. Let's reroll. Let's reroll. Oh my god. Mechana. How many of those rooms I have? There's 1. I just have 1, so whatever. Let's just do this. Well, at least we can go that way. The rumpus room, library. Didn't I? No, I didn't. Oh, yeah, I can't do that. It's frustrating, but I just gotta laugh because what else are you gonna do? I mean, you can't get upset because you froze stuff. I had to do the freezer. It's just funny. Well, I could get 8 on Dovecote has a couple of dirt piles, so a rock, which I can't do anything with. How many times have I said that? Like 10, 20 right now? I don't know. Well, we gotta redraw. We're really not going to step anywhere because we can't unfreeze our money to do chapel and dump it in there anyway, so we might as well just do gymnasium. All right, where do you go? Ha 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 ha. Sure, bedroom, closet. Probably stuff I can't use. Well, maybe a key. And then second, maybe the last one or last one. You know what? I'm going to do planetarium and call it a day here because there's nothing else I can do. So that's a lot of steps wasted. That's a lot of things that don't make sense. And I am utterly convinced there is something to this room. Oh, I figured out cloister. I didn't do it yet, but I found the letter told me how to do it. There has got to be something to this room. I don't know how many letters you can get. But there's got to be something to this room. I don't know if you stay in here at a certain time. If something happens at a certain date. If one of these wall panels moves. I don't know. It just feels like it can't be just come in here and you get 2 extra stars if you call it a day in here. What would be really nice is to get something that tells you, like, gets you a watch that tells you the date and the time. That would be so nice. But they wouldn't do that now, would they? Okay, well, I really don't know what else to do other than just sit here and wait for this to turn all the way. I mean, it is turning all on its own. Let me ask this. You don't tell me what it is, but chat. Is there something more to this room than just calling it a day and getting 2 extra stars? I don't want to know what, you know, why, how, anything like that. I'm just curious. So yes, I said chat, so it's okay. You can tell me. Yes, there is. Okay. Don't know what it is. Not that, well, Will Heater know something you don't, apparently. So, yeah, again, I mean, and that was the funny thing. Will and I, you know, we were talking about this when we were having coffee, is when I was in the clock tower, it was just pure luck that I was in there. And what was really funny is I did something in the clock tower and then it hit 1:30. And all of a sudden, like that's entirely, and something changed. And so I was like, holy shit, the door opened. And it took me a second to realize, wait a minute. The clock above, there was one that wasn't moving. That's 1:30. It's 1:30. The clock on the floor is 1:30. Oh, it's because it hit 1:30 at that exact same time. So it had nothing to do with you know, something I did. It just was being in that room. So that was crazy. Yeah, it was. It was just, And if you see my reaction, it's because I think I thought I did something. And well, I did. I was in the room at 1:30 when it happened. I don't know if you have to be in the room at 1:30 for that to trip, or if you make the room and as long as it turns 1:30. I think you probably have to be in the room at 1:30 for that to happen. So I don't know what this is. And I'm not asking for somebody to tell me. I'm just curious. It's interesting that their solar system only has 5 planets. And we only have 8. Hey, Pluto's a planet. We have found so many objects that are just like Pluto, that are much farther away. So calling Pluto, I mean, it's arbitrary. It really is. Like, well, how you define it is how you define it. You do have to be in it. The timing is perfect. Yeah, I figured you'd have to be in it, and it just was funny that I was at 1:30. I don't know if this is a room that you have to also have a timing thing based on what time of the day you're in, or when these all line up, or if they don't. Obviously, these are orbiting a star way too fast in real time, so that doesn't work. I don't know if you have to be in here when they all line up, which, like, all the planets up above line up, but it could be a whole bunch of things. I could just, this is something that I would probably want to do and just sit in this room, like sit in this room and do it off camera and see if anything happens. And just let it run. I just looked up what I missed in here. Yeah, you're all tempting me, but I'm not. Not gonna give in. Not giving in just yet. Because I want to see if I can figure this out. Maybe there's something in here. Maybe there isn't. It's kind of hypnotic. But nothing obvious is. Let's look at every seat. Is every seat? Is there anything with the seats? No. No. What the hell could it possibly be? Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna end pretty soon anyway. But my guess, and this is just a pure guess, is that you have to just sit in here and wait for either all those planets to align or for the stars to rotate enough to a certain position, and then something happens. Otherwise, I have no clue. And I don't know how long it would take for those planets to line up. I wonder if this is a room that you need to reverse time in. That was like I can't remember where I saw that, but that was, I think, one of the rooms that you could get. Give you the ability to like reverse the time or something like that. I wonder if that would matter in here. I'm just purely guessing, and like I said, I don't want to know right now. My hunch was correct that it is something. There is something in this room that you can do. Wouldn't it be funny if you got a utility disc and you could upgrade the lavatory so it actually did something? I don't know why that bugs me so much, but it bugs me that the lavatory doesn't actually do anything. It's like I think every room has a purpose or has an effect or it does something. The lavatory is just there. Unless it matters where you put it. Because there was some comment about, the bathroom is the room that you don't want people to see, but everybody needs to know if they're coming over to your house because they all need to use it or something like that. And so I'm kind of like, do you need the bathroom to be like on row 1 or something? Or, is it somewhere where it's easily accessible by everybody? I don't know. I'm making up complete shit lore about a bathroom. So I have no clue. All right. Well, this doesn't seem to be doing anything. And as far as I know, I could just sit here for hours to wait for the thing to finally happen. Or there is something you have to do and I'm just not picking up on what it is. None of the panels in this room seem breakable. Although it's interesting, the one with the cloister is like, you have to be looking at the angel and then you got to press the two things. One, that was interesting. I just noticed that there's like a gap here. But this is where you start turning into like my wife when she was playing Tomb Raider, because my God, I had to like take the controller away from her because she'd be like, and this is way back when we had like the PlayStation 1 or whatever. There's like the original Tomb Raider games. And she was playing them and she would like look at every single little thing. Because, she's an artist, and we'll look at all the details in the room, all the things in the room, and be like, well, maybe this rock is a little different. I'm like, oh my God, honey, Jesus, please. No, there's nothing, and so finally I didn't like take it out of her hand. I'm like, can you please just let me play the game, because it's going to take you 2 hours to get out of every room. And then I would play it and, she would watch, and it'd be kind of entertaining that way. And then later they did the Survivor trilogy, and I decided, hey, I think I got her the third one, because that's the one I knew about. I didn't even know they did two before that. It's like a gift, and she was like, "Oh, cool, play this," and she did the same damn thing. And then the graphics were even that much better, and I was like, I have to play this. I can't. I'm gonna go nuts watching you play this game. So. This is where you start to look at every single little thing and you're like, wait a minute, is it this? Do I have to touch this? Do I have to press this? What about this button? Do I need to flip this over here? Do I need to, who knows? Well, obviously a lot of people know, but I don't know what it is. And I'm guessing eventually I'll figure it out. But that would be a different day. Maybe you gotta look in the light. Maybe you gotta blind yourself. Maybe you gotta push this. Maybe that's a button. Maybe I gotta push that. No? Maybe you gotta push this. I bet it's the planets. I bet they line up after a while. I bet that's what happens. I think we might get it. It's hard to tell. I think that Saturn planet is actually faster even though it's outside. Because like Earth, or their Earth planet is catching up. That one is actually slower. Yeah, they got close, but no dice. They're not in a perfect line. Well, that ain't it. I don't know what the I could look, you could do the resonance calculation and like, what are the orbits between this and this, and like, how fast does this do an orbit compared to that, and how fast does this do an orbit compared to that? And at some point, you would realize after how many rotations they would all eventually have to line up or something like that. But I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to stop here because I've been streaming for way too long. So I want to thank everybody who's watching either live or in the future. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you have, I appreciate you for doing it. And also, if you want to leave a like, leave a like. I plan on doing a stream tomorrow night. I'm going to do a coding stream tomorrow morning. But in the afternoon, I'm going to do a bunch of house chores and stuff like that I need to get done. So with that, I need to grab my mouse. Can you let me go? There you go. Cool. All right. Now I can end the stream. Thank you all for watching. Take care, and I hope to see you in the future.